I remember I had like 3 attempts of I had to build up the confidence to ask him. I was like, right, I'm gonna ask him now. John, have you? I had like, and it turned out he was just like, I was a young kid at the time. He was just super nice. He just gave me the 50 quid. But just the build up to me asking John Fury 50 quid being 21 years old.
You're a bigger man than me because you fucking asked. We mentioned there that you were a bouncer.
Yeah.
What was that time in your life?
I was the shittiest bouncer ever, by the way. What? I did anything.
What makes you bad?
I just didn't do anything. You know, like I was just there for the tenner an hour or whatever I got. That was it. I wasn't like...
This might be controversial, but do bouncers do anything anyway?
Not really.
So you're fucking brilliant.
No, do you know what? I worked in a really nice bar and it was quite easy. Like all the jobs that I've ever had, apart from fighting, were always like just to fund my fighting. Like it was to put petrol in the car, pay a bit of rent, get some food. Do you know what I mean? It was never like, I was never like pursuing a career outside of fighting, really. Like everything that I did was just, because I've had a few like shitty jobs here and there. You know what I mean? I worked in the gym. I was a cleaner for a bit. Worked on the doors, worked in a bar, shit like that. It was always like, I was never serious about a job. I just wanted a bit of money just to get me to the gym and back.
To fund this. This was always...
This was the goal, yeah.
This was the goal.
Yeah.
Did you ever envision a plan B where this didn't work?
No.
Really?
No.
Wow.
This has been it. Since I realised that people like do this and get paid for it and don't work a normal job, this is what I wanted to do. That's it. Didn't have a plan B.
Even though you're scared of getting hit, you wanted it. That love for hitting.
You know what? It's not that I'd like hit. I don't particularly like hitting other people either, but I like the sport. Like it's like human chess. It's like human. Joe Rogan said it a perfect way. It's like human chess with dire consequences. Something like that. It's something like that, and it's like I don't know. It's like so technical.
Yeah.
From the outside, you wouldn't see, but it's like it's almost to me like, right, I'm going to train hard now for 8 weeks. I'm going to put everything in my life towards this next 8 weeks. On the 27th of July, has everything that I've just done in the last 8 weeks been working or not?
Right.
We're going to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to find out. If it doesn't work, I'm going to get my ass kicked in front of millions of people. But at least I'll know what to change next time. Do you know what I mean? It's like that. It's just like a constant game of like... questions and answers. I don't know. I just absolutely love it.
It's the ultimate dedication, isn't it?
What is that feeling of winning like? Because I don't think we'll ever have anything that we could compare it to.
Well, we got a few victory royales on Fortnite.
Yeah, we've done that.
We're pretty good at that.
That's our level.
You play Fortnite?
Stop asking people that.
No.
Okay, cool.
No.
Cool.
It's the ultimate, for me, the main emotion that I feel is relief. It's just like, honestly, it sounds weird, but I'm just like, fucking thank God that's him and not me. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
And you've only lost one fight, haven't you, when you got injured early on? Is that?
In the UFC, yeah. I've lost a couple of fights before I was in the UFC as well.
And so on the other side of the coin, what is it like waking up the next morning and because you were unlucky, weren't you? Was it a knee injury?
Yeah, so in my next fight, I'm fighting the guy that I injured my knee against. So this is a rematch.
Oh, right, okay. Right.
Yeah, that was shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that one again. Yeah, if I can help it. But, you know, I think that confidence is, you have to be ultra confident to do this sport. Your confidence has to be out of this world. And but you also have to be a bit of a realist as well, to the point where, like, listen, there's 2 of us in there, got tiny little gloves on. One of us has to lose. It's either me or them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's got to be one of them where, like, yeah, I'm 100% confident in my skills. Me personally, I believe, like, skill for skill, I'm like head and shoulders above everyone else in my division. I honestly believe that. Can I lose? Absolutely.
I love your honesty. I really do. I
think you have to be honest to be elite.
Yeah.
You really have to be, like, you have to look at yourself and go, right, what can I improve on here?
Right.
And I can improve on everything. I can improve on absolutely everything. Does that mean that I won't get knocked out? Does it? Fuck. Like, takes one shot with tiny gloves on, massive guy, and you're going over. Simple as that.
It's a really nice way for you to speak about it as well, because I think overconfidence can be such a huge downfall on people. Because when they do hit that loss, you know the internet is going crazy for it.
Yeah, because I obviously we're not really, like, we don't really know much about MMA. I know a little bit about boxing and stuff, but, like, I'm a huge Tyson Fury fan.
Yeah.
Like, I love everything he's done.
Me too.
And, like, when he got off the canvas against Wilder and stuff, like, it just helped so many people in that that moment. That people say, and I don't know enough to comment on this, but people say that maybe he was a bit too overconfident when he fought Ngannou and stuff like that, because he thought it was going to be a walk in the park. So it can come back to sort of bite you, can't it, being that overconfident?
It's difficult though, because the confidence does you wonders as well.
Right.
Like, if you're not confident,
yeah,
you're going to get battered in front of everybody.
Yeah.
So it needs to be like some kind of medium, but I would rather be overconfident than underconfident, because you get found out pretty soon. So I can see why. And sometimes you've got to remember, like, a lot of this speaking in the media and whatever, it's almost like self-talk as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, people aren't going to, there's not a lot of people who will go in and go, like, I get a lot of shit for speaking like this. People are like, he knows he's going to get knocked out. And it's like, no, I'm fucking trying my best to win.
Yeah.
But I'm realistic. Like, if I get knocked out, it might happen. Yeah, it might happen. Of course it might happen.
Right.
There's fucking two of us in there. Like, me and Curtis Blades, we are two of the best heavyweights in the world. It's the game of, like, centimetres. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He could land one, and next minute the referee's waking me up. I'm obviously going to try my best. I'm going to try everything in my power to make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But can it happen? Yeah, fucking right, it can.
I honestly, I love the way you talk about it.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, 100%. No, mate, you've trained with the Furies, is that?
Yeah, funny enough, I was on the train yesterday. Tommy Fury was sat next to me. Not seen him for years, yeah.
What, by chance?
Just by chance, yeah. Just by chance, yeah.
Oh wow, what is it like training with them? Because any sort of like regular guy, I think I'd be really fucking intimidated in that.
Yeah, they're great people, great family, you know. Yeah, loveliest people ever. Super nice.
His dad scares me a bit.
Yeah, me too. I've got a story about John Fury. This is like years ago. I've known the whole family. So Peter Fury, he's like my dad's really good friend. That's how I know him, through Peter Fury. Peter's like, I still train with Peter now. He's like Tyson's old coach when he fought Klitschko and stuff. But anyway, so I've known the Fury family for like a long time. And Johnny's always like buying and selling like old cars. And I had this old Merc, and I sold him I was going to scrap it. But I thought, right, I'll ask John first. I was like 21 at the time. I thought, I'll ask John, does he want to buy this Merc off me? I'm going to scrap it. So he bought the Merc off me for 250 quid. It had like 200,000 miles on it. Anyway, he didn't change, or I didn't change like the owner certificate or whatever. And John got like a parking ticket in it. And I had to ask him for the 50 quid, like, because it come through to my house, you know. And I remember I had like 3 attempts of, like, I had to build up the confidence to ask him. I was like, right, I'm going to ask him now. John, have you? I had like, and it turned out he was just like, I was a young kid at the time. He was just super nice. He just gave me the 50 quid, but just the build up to me asking John Fury 50 quid, being 21 years old.
You're a bigger man than me, because you fucking asked.
You would have just paid it.
Yeah, he could have kept getting them every day. I'd have just found the money from somewhere.
Scary man.
What's your? Because you're a big boxing fan. Obviously, you started off boxing as well, didn't you? You've had a boxing professional.
I've had a couple of amateur fights.
Yeah,
and then I've had a professional fight as well. Yeah.
Who's your favourite active boxer?
I think anyone who doesn't. I mean, this is probably a bit controversial after what we've just been speaking about. But anyone who doesn't like Usyk at the moment is crazy. And this is nothing against Tyson Fury and stuff, but
yeah,
just like what he's done in the cruiserweight division, and then to move up and do it at heavyweight with his whole country at war and everything. He's just an absolute mental giant, and he's absolutely insane.
Yeah, it's like, I don't like to see Tyson Fury lose, but if
me
that's to
too.
be to anyone, then
exactly,
then him.
Same.
And the rematch is confirmed on that, isn't it? For November,
apparently, but yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of politics involved, isn't there, with boxing and stuff.
Yeah, you're not a big fan of the model, are you?
See, I spoke a bit about this before.
Yeah, I heard you on TalkSport.
It's not, as a fighter, it's great to be a boxer. You get to call the shots and they get loads of money and stuff. But I think so. I don't know though, because I kind of take it back what I say. Because now that the Saudis are involved, it seems a lot better. Like, they're making way more even fights. But it was at a point a few years ago where it was like, it was a good one against an average one every event, and it just got to the point where I'm like, I know who's going to win before I watch it, and that's not sport for me. Do you know what I mean? I like to see exciting fights, 50-50 fights, and it wasn't that. But now, It is getting better.
Because the Saudi members come in and made the fights happen, yeah.
Even like the fights like last week where it was...
The 5v5.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah. That was awesome. Well enjoyed it.
Yeah. How do you feel about the influencer side of things? I don't think it's happening anymore, but Jake Paul...
don't mind it, you know. A lot of fighters hate it. They're like, this is bullshit. And I'm like, listen, if the shoe was on the other foot and you could make loads of money from fighting a guy who doesn't really know how to box, you definitely do it. So I just think fair play. I think the more eyes on combat sports, the better.
Do you feel the same for the Mike Tyson stuff with Jake Paul?
I think so as well. Like even Eddie Hall, tomorrow night, he's fighting two guys at the same time.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Is he? How have I not seen this anywhere?
Yeah. He's fighting these twins at the same time in an MMA fight, 3 2-minute rounds or something like that. And even that, I'm like, yeah, it's pretty fun.
How big are they?
They're like half Eddie's size, so two against
So
one.
it's even.
Yeah, it's wild stuff. But even stuff like that, I'm like, I'll still watch it, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
But with the Mike Tyson, where would your money have been on Mike Tyson, Jake Paul?
I don't particularly like watching the 60-year-old Mike Tyson fight, but at the same time, I will watch it. It's all right saying, no, I don't agree with it and stuff. Well, if I don't agree with it, that means I'm not going to watch it. And if Mike Tyson's fighting, I'm watching. No matter.
Yeah.
He's 80 years old, I'll still watch it.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun to see Mike Tyson give him a beating, wouldn't it?
I would absolutely love it, but I don't know if it's possible.
I don't know if it's possible either. I don't know.
He's twice his age.
Yeah, and Jake Paul is quite good, isn't he?
Do you think Jake Paul's good?
I don't think he's too bad. I think he's all right, yeah. He looks decent.
It's annoying because I think he's a bit of a knob.
Did you watch the Jake Paul Tommy Fury?
Yeah, I did.
And then KSI Tommy Fury as well.
That was very boring, weren't it, that one? There wasn't a lot going on in that one.
No, well, because of this Mike Tyson fight getting called off, they're now looking at potentially trying to get Jake Paul, KSI together at last.
Oh, really? Oh, so they never fought them two, have they not?
No, it's been years of them both going back and forth and go, we will fight, and they just haven't. I think it's just...
KSI's fought Logan twice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, draw and then Logan, and then KSI won. I think... Would you ever get in there, maybe in the twilight years of your career and stuff?
Maybe. I don't think you can ever say never.
Yeah.
Back to boxing as well, rather than...
You can never say never. I mean, that's obviously not my focus at the moment.
No.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I've got a lot more to do. Like, I want to, keep all of this thing. So, for right now, it's not my focus, but I don't know how I'll feel in 5 years or 10 years, whatever.